Hello there, knights and know-it-alls. Welcome to Basically Misled. I'm Dagny.
And I'm Day.
We give advice. 50% is life-changing, 50% leave you crying in a stairwell by the end of the day. You decide which is which.
Come procrastinate with us while we chatter endlessly about things you could probably just Google.
Where are we right now, Day?
We're in Austin, Texas.
We're on vacation.
Yes. Nice, relaxing vacation.
So excitement around here.
Yeah.
It's very sunny, which is nice because
so sunny.
I don't care when you're listening to this in Olympia. It's the heart of a rainy city. Even if it's sunny right now, wherever you may be. Olympia is the heart of a rainy city. And we have sunshine and it's so nice.
Yeah. And it's like hot. Like it's basically like July in Olympia.
Okay,
right now.
Olympia gets pretty warm though.
Yeah, that's why I say July.
Like, do you remember how hot our house was?
August is hot. But July, you're still like in the 80s. Lower 80s, I feel like.
Okay.
Creeping to the high 80s. But like end of June, early July maybe. Yeah. But it's right now that hot.
Yeah, usually I don't think we've gone on one vacation-ish thing together before.
Yeah.
So we take all our vacations together. You heard that correctly.
I mean, I don't take vacations, so...
Day doesn't go on vacations. I just drag her places.
Yeah. I know. I mean, like, we're going back tomorrow, and I'm like, okay, well, I can work this afternoon when we fly back. People are like, you're working tomorrow? Yeah, probably. If they need my help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have kind of, like, end of vacation, like, anticipation at all? Because I do not right now, and I'm feeling great. Like,
what do you mean, like, anticipating it ending?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm kind of excited.
You're excited that it's over?
No, not that it's over. I'm just excited to go back a little bit. Like, I don't know. Even though, like, right now it's basically, like, we have a car, we have, like, a condo that is just, like, us and a friend in right now. So, like, it's very much not, like, I don't know, it's not like we're in a hotel or, like, we can, like, hang out here. It's nice, like, it's great. But I'm also just ready for my bed. Like, I'm ready to go home.
So you're kind of ready for the vacation to be over.
Yeah.
That's right, people. We have a friend here. If you email us, you're entering to win a sweepstakes where you're our next friend that we take on vacation.
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh. You have to pay. But, like...
Yeah.
Yeah.
You do have to pay for yourself and us.
Right.
But it is...
it's a sweepstakes.
It's a competition
still. Yeah.
Still.
Uh-huh.
We'll buy you a soda at the local price of your choosing.
Yes. Yeah. No, I'm ready to go home, I think.
Yeah.
I need, like, my house. I need it.
I feel like I'm in a really good place where I feel like I'm ready to go home, but I'm also not, like, desperate to leave. I'm like, however long it takes us to get home, like, is the perfect amount of time. I don't know. We did a really intense yoga today, and, like, ever since then, I just feel like everything is exactly correct.
Yeah.
It's exactly the right amount of time to do everything. That's what I feel like I have.
I'm feeling very refreshed from the yoga as, like, I am. But at the same time, I don't know. You
don't seem refreshed, Day.
I need to be... I need Olympia, apparently.
Apparently.
Yeah. Like, I think, honestly, like, the minute we walk in, I'll just be like,
I thought I would be like that, but honestly, being away has been better. I feel like
it's been really good.
And I'm not looking to going home for several reasons. I feel like I was actually looking forward to going home more before I left. And now I'm kind of like, eh.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, there's many reasons why I don't want to go home, but then I feel like many reasons why I do. I just want to get back into my normal routine. Like, it's been a great breakaway. Like, it's been so nice, and it's also been very, like, tiring in terms of I have to decide a lot of things right now. I'm having, like, a...
Right. That doesn't go away when you go home at all.
No, not at all. But, like, I feel like I haven't really fully, like, been just like, vacation, because I have all that going on. But at the same time, like, I've never gone, like, out of state really for vacation and spent, like, a full week somewhere. Like, I mean, I have, I guess, but it's, like, with family. And it's usually a place that's, like, touching Oregon. You know, It's never been, like, halfway across the country, basically.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
So you know how, like, a lot of people, like, on their likes list of things they like, they'll be like, oh, I like to travel.
Yeah. I've never been like that.
Would you say that's true? Like, if someone said, oh, Day likes to travel, would you be like, false? It's a false statement.
I mean, I don't think it's false, but I don't think it's true. It's somewhere in the middle. Like, so I guess it's both. I don't know. I don't like going very far. I feel like, I'm a homebody. I like to stay close by, and, like, I like to go on small, little, like, excursions, things like that. But, like, traveling as a whole kind of stresses me out. Especially if it's to a completely new place where I have no idea, like, what I'm gonna be able to eat, or, like, the kind of situation where I'm staying, like, all those kind of things. It's just kind of, I don't like it as much.
I mean, to be fair, I did start out this vacation kind of stressed, and I think I've actually de-stressed since the beginning of the vacation. When I was extremely tense. And on the third day, was in a bit of a rage. But
I feel like
now I feel great.
I feel like, I don't know, like, it was great, and I think, like, the first couple of days we were just kind of like, go, 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 like, this is so fun, like, we have so much energy for it, and then I was like, oh my god, I've been with these people non-stop, 24/7, this is too much. Like, I need to take space, like, a lot of space. I think that's also why I'm ready to go home. No offense to you guys, but I'm ready to take space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think of myself as a person who likes to travel for the sake of traveling either. Like, exploring new places or whatever sort of shit people think is, like, oh, exciting. Like,
yeah. I
don't know, like, just the general idea of, like, walking around a downtown for the sake of, like, seeing cool shit. I'm like, no. Yeah. I'm not into it. But I do like traveling to go to fun things that you can't do other places.
Right.
That said, I have been playing Pokemon Go here, and that is very fun. But also, it would be... I don't know. If I can relax enough, Seattle could be equally as fun. I feel like playing Pokemon Go, but yeah. But I guess I like going out because I feel like it makes home more comforting. Like, I feel like if you stay in your same city, then to me, I feel like, I don't know, not like fear exactly, but just like, feeling like outside is a really far away starts to creep in. But then if I leave, then I feel like, oh no,
that's
the whole of Olympia is my place to walk around.
I mean, like, that's why I'm kind of happy that we did this, because I was, like, in just, like, a place, I guess, where it was just kind of, like, constantly this. And then it's a break away from that, this, and I'm ready to get back to this. So it was, like, a good amount of time. But that's why I like going, like, an hour away. like, traveling an hour away, like when growing up, and, like, I didn't like this as much then, but I feel like I'm getting more into it, especially when I don't have to go with my family. But, like, my mom would take us out for, like, 1 or 2 night camping trips. Like, we would just go, like, an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours away. Yeah. Like, 1 or 2 nights. And then we would come back.
I feel like 2 hours to me is not travel. It's just going somewhere. You're not really, like, you know what I mean?
It's travel for me.
I know,
Yeah.
That's just, yeah.
I know.
It's different.
I feel like it's travel only if you're staying overnight.
You've also lived in the Pacific Northwest for your whole life.
Yeah.
And I have moved halfway across the country.
Right.
At a very formative time in my life. So I think that probably makes a difference.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I don't know, I feel like the distance that I'm willing to travel to do anything is probably a lot larger than yours.
Yeah.
So. But I think you feel more connected to, like, roots, I feel like, than I do in a place that you're settling down. Whereas I kind of feel like I'm weirdly flighty about location.
Right, yeah.
Like, I love the place we live right now, but at the same time, if you were like, we have to leave, I'd be like, all right, where are we going? Like, I love it. I really do. I want to live there. But also...
You're ready
I can
at
move.
any moment. Yeah.
Yeah. But I've been thinking a lot about, like, my personal travel strategy, because I feel like it's different than other people, and was kind of it was formed when I was like traveling between high school and college, and then I like drove around a bunch of places, and so I was just like on my own, so I could do like whatever I wanted. And what I wanted was to pay a lot of attention to Google Maps and like plan things exactly. Like, I put in gas stations, and like that's my planned stop. Like, I don't just drive and then stop whenever. That's like a very... So, and I think especially on this vacation, I have a, like, mixed relationship. Because on one hand, I'm like, I want other people to, like, contribute to, like, the decisions. And then I get frustrated when people are, like, just willy-nilly, like, oh, whatever you want to do. And I'm like, stop making me make all the decisions. But on the other hand, I want to be in control. And I feel like I kind of, and so I was like realizing that, and I was like, oh my God, because I think I like start, like I want people to contribute, but I will also kind of like start like manhandling the plan to fit, like I'm trying to fit everyone's thing in, but I'm deciding it as soon as they give input. So.
Right. Yeah. I feel like I let you do that, and then you got mad when I just kept asking you what the plan was, because you had been, like, the one planning it all the time and just, like, taking charge. So then I was like, okay, like, I'm just gonna let her take charge.
Well, I like input, though. I don't want to feel like I'm just making everything up, like, what I want to do.
Right.
So... I feel like people just, like, stopped giving me any input. So I was just, like...
Because you were just doing everything.
The only one... Well, it's so hard, though. I feel like I'm very, like, I like planning. And, like, to a certain extent, I can be, like, good at it. But then I'm like, no, like, I don't want to do this. Like, don't make me do this by myself. I was mad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I wasn't in a mood to deal with
my rage.
Because I was so done with everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your travel strategy? Oh, also my travel strategy is have a very, very hard time trying not to overpack, because it's my need to be prepared for everything, but also I'm like, but remember minimalism, because not that I'm a minimalist really at all, but I like the idea of it a lot, and like traveling light, you know, like being free.
Yeah, I feel like, I put down packing light on my thing, because I always end up, like, even on this trip, like, I totally could have not packed my jeans. I could have just worn my leggings like I was planning to. I did not need jeans. And, like, yeah, there were just, like, multiple things I didn't even need, but I packed. And part of the reason was because we didn't really know what we were coming into. Like, it said that it was going to rain, and it was going to be cold for a couple days, and then it's just been hot. But then also, like, I don't know, I constantly... Well, not constantly. Okay, backtrack on that. I stress out about new environments or new things that I'm not really used to. Like, even I take the train home for, like, whenever I visit home. And, like, it took me so long to not be stressed out by the train. The entire train ride. And it stresses me in, like, right before and right afterwards. But now I'm fine during the train ride. But that would be like 2 hours of me just be constantly stressed.
Wow. I think I kind of forgot that about you just because we never go anywhere. So, like, why would I, like, you know, like, why would I remember that? But now it's all kind of coming back, and I'm like, you have a real issue.
Yeah, I do. Like, I was talking to somebody, and they're like, why are you stressed right now? Like, it's your vacation. And I was like, it's what I do. It's how I am.
I think you just don't have a lot of practice.
No, and it's really just like it's a new thing, and I don't do well with new things as much sometimes. Like, in this situation where we're in a completely different city, there's no one that we know really that could, like, help us or contact the police if something happened to us. Or, like, I don't know, like,
Are you worried about things like that on this trip?
Yes!
Oh my god, I had no idea.
I always worry about things like that.
What are you even worried about that's gonna happen?
Anything.
See, I guess, okay, to be fair, I mean, I did spend several months, like, alone in my car, basically, although I didn't know other people. So I feel very confident in my ability to be, like, self-sufficient. Like, if I have access to a car and money, I'm solid.
Right.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Some cash, specifically. Couple 20s, car, phone, I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
If something happened to my phone, I would probably flip out. But wouldn't we all, so.
Yeah. But so, like, I think I just have to, like, remember to, like, not stress out as much, and, like, just that, like, things will happen as they happen, and it will work out, and, like, yeah, it's fine. So, that, I guess that's a strategy I'm adopting right now.
Mm-hmm.
But it's something I need to adopt throughout my entire life. But, yeah. So just reminding yourself to not stress out constantly.
Yeah. I guess, I don't know. Don't you trust me to keep you safe in a strange city day?
No.
Oh, no. That's so hurtful.
Sorry, but no.
Yeah, I mean, it is true that I have more familiarity with this location before coming here, but it wasn't that much. Mm-hmm. So, I was stressed out about driving in, like, a big new city.
Right.
But I'm pretty sure I mastered it in 4 days, so there you go.
Yeah, you were fine. Yeah.
I did a couple dumb things, but I'm over it now.
Yeah, we won't speak of them.
It's not important what happened.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. Travel, man.
Okay, but, like, is there anything about travel where you're, like, affectionate about a certain part of it? Like, that you like at all?
Yeah.
Okay, tell me about those.
I like, we explored a lot. I really like to just, like, go out and, like, walk / I guess it's what they would call hikes. It's really not hikes. We walked on basically level ground the entire time.
But it was like in the wilderness.
Yeah.
On multiple occasions.
Right, and like we got to see the sunset, which is always a favorite of mine, and I haven't seen that in a really long time. And, like, so one of my friends and I, we went down to a coffee shop because here in Austin, their coffee shops turn into bars and play music at night, which actually is probably true about most big cities right now. But it was really fun because we got to see like 9 different groups perform. We were there for 5 hours. We got there before 8 and left a little bit after 1. And we actually had a band come up to us and be like, we noticed you're, like, still here. And, like, that's impressive. And we kind of like, yeah. And then we thought about it after they left and we're like, oh yeah, we've been here almost 5 hours now. Wow. Okay. That is a lot. But it was, like, really nice to just kind of, like, be in that environment and see, like, a lot of people knew each other. So I basically just, like, people watched. And, then, like, yeah, like, I talked to those band people, and most of them were, like, 2 of them were like, Houston's better than Austin. You should go to Houston. And then one of them was like, East Side is the best side. Which was interesting because I don't remember if this is exactly what our friend said, but we have a friend who's from Austin, and they were saying that the East Side is the underdeveloped side. So it's like the side you shouldn't go to. But then this guy was like, go to East Side, that's where you should live. So it's just kind of interesting to like get that. And I liked being in that environment. Also, like I hardly ever get to go out and see music, which is something I'm looking forward to in a couple months. But yeah, I don't like the time we had here was nice. It's the like getting here, worrying about the food stuff, and like, yeah.
Wait, so you're saying those are the stressful things? The food stuff and getting here?
Yes, and then leaving here. That's also stressing me out.
I feel like I like going through airports, even though
the airport isn't the part that's stressing me out. It's getting to the airport.
Yeah.
The airport actually isn't stressful for me. Unless we miss our connecting flight or they tell us to go to one area and then back to the other area. That stressed me out. Because I'm like, oh my god, come on, people.
But we were fine, actually.
Yeah, we were fine. So it was like stressing for nothing, but that's me. But the actual airport was a fine place to be.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
But it's not that I think it's fine. I just, I like flying.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that's kind of weird because, honestly, being in an airplane is kind of uncomfortable. And I literally sleep through it for that reason. But something about flying I do like. And I feel like it's because I had that one formative experience when I was, in 9th grade or something. And I was, flying. It was I was with people for a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And then I flew back alone. And it was, so amazing to be alone in a crowd in the airport and, going back home after so long of not being there, that I feel like that experience has made it, I'm flying is positive, even though, how did I feel? I'm hungry, so I don't know, it's a pain to, store food.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, and so I'm, kind of hungry and, also uncomfortable. And, I feel like the plane was making my head hurt. But I still like it. It's really weird.
Right, yeah.
Also, I'm a huge fan of Google Maps, and I don't know if that comes through when I am nagging everyone for being bad at understanding the map. But I like using Google Maps. I'm always looking at the map. So if you didn't know that I like Google Maps, it should be very obvious looking back to you.
Oh, I know you like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot.
It really frustrates me that other people don't know how to read maps on my level. And it shouldn't.
I mean, you, spent months traveling where you had to look at a map.
I know. And I also spent quite a few years driving and using maps driving. So both the people with me right now have not had that experience. Yeah. Even driving. And so.
Right. Or, needing to use maps because we, grew up in towns where we knew where everything was that we were driving to.
Yeah.
Even now in Olympia, I don't really ever need the maps anymore.
Yeah.
So, we can't be on your level.
I just love
Sorry.
maps.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. It's a good tool.
I like exploring my new sleeping, space, even if it's a hotel. Mm-hmm. That's another thing I love about traveling.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even if it's, just a very standard hotel, I just feel like I'm snooping around and everything. And I'm like, where is everything placed compared to the hotels I know? And it's just so interesting to me.
Have you ever stayed in the same hotel that you had stayed in before?
That's a weird question, but I honestly...
No, I have a follow-up.
I can't think of a time, no.
Okay, because I was going to ask you if you would see if they place things the same way each stay.
That's weird, actually. I feel like I've been in a lot of hotels, but I don't know if I've ever stayed in the same hotel twice. Yeah. I mean, the same chain. I like to compare chains.
Yeah. Not
Motel
the same
6. That's where it's at.
Yeah.
I once stayed in this highly sketchy hotel. Or motel. I don't know. Yeah, it was highly sketchy. Honestly, I don't remember why.
What made it sketchy?
But in my memory, it's just it's because I got there and it was really late at night, and for some reason, I couldn't go to the place that I was planning to go, so I had to go to this place. And I think because it was I don't know, I just remember it being very dark and in the corner, and there wasn't very many rooms. Anyway, that's a completely dumb story.
Yeah.
Moving on to our hot tips to make the most of a college vacation.
Right.
Because people might be going on vacation day. They might be going on a summer vacation.
Weirdos.
Or a spring break vacation or a winter vacation. Or if they're feeling especially frisky, a Thanksgiving vacation.
What?
I've never heard of anyone going on a Thanksgiving vacation, actually. That's why it's really funny to me.
I feel like I know people who do that.
Yeah.
I can't think of it in my brain right now. But I feel like I know people who do that.
Alright, Dave, but let's go. What are your hot tips? Give me one hot tip.
Well, one hot tip is go someplace sunny.
Oh, wow. That is...
pure gold. No.
I think a lot of people would agree with you, except for me. That's not really a good tip for my vacation.
See, okay, it's really not, I would prefer to go someplace sunny since I'm from the Pacific Northwest. But honestly, going to a cabin in the snow, we just stay not stay inside, but you can get warm from a wood fire also sounds great. Just don't go someplace rainy. Unless that's your thing, and then stay in Olympia.
Or, if you want to travel and go someplace rainy, go to the rainforest. Don't stay in Olympia.
True. But yeah, I don't know. I would say go someplace sunny. What's a tip from you?
Okay, it is good advice, though, especially if you're not paying attention to how much sun you get. Yeah. I feel like it is sunny some days in Olympia, and I feel like I need to take more advantage of those days, but it's hard when I'm you're in class and then you have and you're doing a project and then it's oh, now it's dark out, so.
That's why I'm ready to take full advantage of May and June. Because it's going to start being sunnier. And I don't know, I don't have that many days of class. Mm-hmm. Maybe I'll get to go outside during my internship. Yeah. It sucks at work because I'm just holed up inside and I can't go out at all.
All right. Well.
But yes. Okay.
So my hot tip is Google tourist attractions. Now, this is a follow-up from the fact that I love maps.
Oh my god.
I'm not saying you should
We're
go.
not sponsored by Google Maps, by the way.
I'm not saying you should go to all these tourist attractions. I'm just saying that wherever you're going, you should know what they are in case you want to go see something dumb like the world's biggest longhorn. Yes, we saw it. Day has a photo.
I have a photo.
But we didn't take a photo next to it, so there's really no proof we were there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's my tip.
Going off of that a little bit, I have, go into the vacation knowing some of the things you want to do. So, maybe Google a little bit beforehand. We had some things planned before we got here, and I think that helped me a lot because I knew we had an idea of what we were going to do. And we made a loose schedule, which I don't think is really that necessary because we really didn't stick to the schedule at all. And it's just kind of also I think better to go with the flow when you are on vacation. Don't have everything planned to the second. But yeah, we were just we want to go to this today. Or we want to go to this today. And so it was really nice. But knowing what you're already doing. Yeah,
I have a follow-up piece of advice that kind of connects to yours, which is don't plan too much in one day. I think it's really good to plan at least one thing every day. So then if you have a list of stuff you wanted to do, you don't get to the last day and realize, because that was actually something really nice. The amount of stuff that we wanted to do, I feel spaced out very nicely.
Right.
And so if you want, but I think I was thinking that we needed to kind of cram it in, but no, it's if you're truly on vacation, space things, plan something, once a day, maybe.
Yeah.
But, you don't need to fill all the spaces. And, just do whatever.
If you come to, the last couple of days and you haven't done everything you want to do, then just prioritize. What do you want to, because I feel some people are I want to do, these 10 different things, but I have 4 days.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm only doing one thing a day. So just, decide what is most important to you and then go from it. Yeah. This one is, important to me. Maybe it's important to you as well. But, planning food-wise. Because, I have dietary restrictions. Also, I don't have a budget to constantly eat out. And I feel some people go into vacation, planning everything but the food. And I don't know. I think it's important to eat. You gotta eat. And I don't know. For me, I wasn't worried about food for this trip because I was we have whole food. But it's usually something I really stress about. And I think that's also why I don't like to travel as much because I don't know how people feel about gluten-free everywhere. And so if I'm going into a place that is gluten what, then yeah.
Yeah, that's a fair concern. I guess I felt I was, definitely in control enough of this vacation where I'm we're just going to the grocery store. That's how I'm eating most of the time. So I feel very comfortable with that.
Yeah.
But I don't feel comfortable with the expectation to eat out a lot. Yeah. Or even at all, really. The expectation to even go out to eat once does stress me out.
Yeah, we went out to eat, I would say twice, basically. Because we ordered some barbecue to go, because we're in Texas. I was we have to eat barbecue, kind of. But, we went out to eat once, and that was, stressful for me as well, but also I was kind of ooh, I want to eat something that's not a sandwich, so I was very into it.
Yeah. Yeah, I put on jokingly as a hot tip is visit your favorite chains. Because I just think it's funny that you can go halfway across the country and it's still there's a Starbucks here.
Right.
So definitely if you're in a new place, just visit your old favorite.
Of course, don't go anywhere new.
No, don't go anywhere new. Yeah. Just go to your favorite chain.
Okay, the last tip I have is something I've been talking about all this time, is just go outside.
Oh my god, that's my tip. Okay, but here's what I wrote down. I wrote, go outside to feel accomplished.
Yes, no, definitely. Like, I feel like there were days where we, like, slept in, like, in the beginning of this vacation, which was so needed and nice. But also, like, going outside then and, like, going on a hike, or, like, less to the swimming hole thing, but, like, going on a hike just made me feel like I had done something with the day, and, like, it was like I've had my money's fill. Like, the money it's taken to, like, travel here, to do everything, like, it's been worth it.
Yeah, something about the, like, yeah, just, like, going and walking outdoors a lot. Somehow I feel like then it, like, wasn't a waste of vacation or anything. Like,
we walked 8 miles in one day.
Yeah.
Just walking around, not really downtown, but, like, along, like, this river. And then we, like, walked to an actual pool. And then we, like, walked back to the car and stuff. But, like, we walked so much that day. And, like, I just felt really accomplished afterwards. I was like, man, like, we did good work out there. Just walking.
Yeah. And then we had, we hiked and then, we hiked, quotes. We walked in the wilderness for a long time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, this is my last vacation tip, is bring a phone battery.
Yeah.
Because, honestly, that makes me feel more secure when I'm other places. This is a completely unnecessary thing that people don't need to do if you don't play Pokemon Go. But I like having it, even just, like, in the airport, and then I feel like at any time, like, my phone is never in danger of dying.
Right.
My phone is my safety blanket.
I will say I was, like, glad you had that. Not because my phone was ever in danger of dying, really. Like, I think the lowest it got to was probably, like, 45%, which is, like...
That's extremely high. Mine gets so low, but I use it more.
Yeah, like, I was trying to not use it. And sure, I was, like, texting people and, like, taking photos. But I was trying really hard not to, like, use it so I could be in the moment more. Because that's another thing I feel like I get, like, I just, like, get head down as I walk and, like, I'm not really experiencing things. So I really wanted to do that. But yeah, it was, like, comforting to me to know that you, like, had your phone battery in case, like, we got lost, kidnapped, trapped, things like that.
Trapped? Oh my god, the things that you think about, Day.
Yeah.
I was really going to say something relevant, but I forgot.
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Okay.
Pictures. Now maybe our listeners don't need this advice because they're avid selfie takers, and they just take selfies of themselves everywhere with all the filters. And they just post them everywhere. Mm-hmm. So maybe they don't need this advice. But I was really making a conscious effort to take group photos of us. Yes. And, like, take, like, nice, like, oh, hey, we went here photos. Right. Because I think... Because to me, it's really easy to forget to do that.
Same.
Or, on the other hand, just, like, get stuck in your phone, like, just taking pictures. But I feel like we did a pretty good job. We just, like, took, like, we had several occasions where we took pictures of ourselves, like, but not more than, like, once a day. Like, one, you know? And so then we had good photos.
Yeah, I'm happy with all the photos we've taken. Although, we took a lot more during the beginning. So, like, now that I have my tan, I feel like we don't have photos of my wonderful tan. No, it's really not that much.
Day's not over yet. Let's go outside and take pictures.
I think we should take some photos by the pool. No, not really. I don't know. I feel like we've gotten some good photos. It's been, like, not too much, not too little. Just right. Mm-hmm. Goldilocks.
Maybe a little bit.
Yeah.
We could have maybe had more.
Day's not over.
Okay, we gotta, like, recreate the experience, okay? We're gonna, like a yoga pose somewhere. Right. We should have got a picture of us doing yoga.
I was thinking about getting a photo of me outside the yoga place, but then I was like, no, that's too much.
We'll remember we went here. We have other times.
Yeah. The memories are what matters. The photos enhance them a little bit more.
It's like, how many photos do you really want to see in 7 years of, like, 1 week of your life?
Well, since none of their weeks are being photographed, I mean...
I need to make a scrapbook. Anyway, that's off topic.
Off topic, Dagny. Gosh darn it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any last final words of wisdom about traveling?
Traveling is good for perspective.
On that note, we know you don't have time to answer this because you must be on vacation at this very moment as well, but we are asking anyway. Is savory oatmeal a thing?
You can find us always on Google Podcasts, YouTube, Spotify, CastBox, and Messy. Just search for Basically Misled.
Send us your itinerary at basicallymisled@gmail.com.
Thanks for listening and good luck with your future endeavors.